What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel where we're doing music covers, original music, album reviews, song reviews, a little social commentary here and there, whatever the day calls for. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel. If you have content on here, I'll subscribe to you as well. I'm all about supporting up-and-comers on here. Real quick before we dive into what we're diving into today, yesterday I released a guitar cover for Follow and Feel from Seosin, an old classic, and for it only being up one day, it got a lot of traffic just for a random YouTuber, and I just wanted to give my gratitude for that. I was very shocked by it, and in the last 2 months, I've gotten like at least 30 more subscribers since then, and I got more people engaging with me in the comments, talking about music and stuff, which is the whole reason why I like doing this, and I just wanted to give a quick expression of gratitude for all of that. So today we are going to be doing a band that has definitely gotten its fair share of criticism from me in some of my past videos. It's no secret that I think metalcore is in a little bit of a rut right now, especially the more mainstream sounding ones. Architect's 2014 album, Lost Together, Lost Forever, I really did like that record a lot, and that was my introduction to the band, despite them having been around for as long as they have. That was when I ended up like really checking them out, because they were coming to my town with Let Live and Glass Cloud, and I didn't end up going to that show, but now that those two bands aren't even around anymore, I definitely regret not going to that show, but ended up really liking that record. The subsequent albums just seemed like each one was kind of like a less interesting version of Lost Together, Lost Forever, and I found fewer and fewer gems as it went on. I mean, I liked the song Doomsday, the song Hereafter. Yeah, like I'm having trouble thinking of them, but and that led us to their last album, which I didn't care for at all. It had a song called Black Lungs that I thought was pretty good, but outside of that, it just bored the crap out of me, and I feel like since then, we got like so many bands doing just this borecore kind of thing, where it's like the most sloggy, gent plodding along in a lazy fashion, and maybe some scream sung chorus. It's like super predictable songwriting. In 2022, I'm just kind of getting burned out on it. Last time around with these guys, we had the song When We Were Young, which I reviewed on here, and I gave it a 7 out of 10, because, it did have a nice groove. It had a pretty memorable hook. The lyrics were a little bit on the lazy side, especially when you consider what they are capable of in songs like the lyrics in Broken Cross, or Colony Collapse, or Match Made in Heaven, just to name a few. So it definitely sounded like a B-side from the last album, but I liked it better than a lot of the songs on their last album. But when the earworminess of it kind of faded away, I didn't really get back to it a whole lot. So this song here that we're about to check out, called Tear Gas, it's kind of going to be like a factor in whether or not I continue to check out what these guys are doing. I'm really hoping that they got something really different coming here, maybe something a little bit faster, a little bit heavier, a little bit more of a return to some of the things they did on Lost Together, Lost Forever, because even though the subsequent albums do kind of still have that similar sound of Lost Together, Lost Forever, it's always the more extreme metal elements, be it thrashier, punkier drumming, or blast beats, or just more up-tempo things, or more crushing breakdowns. Those are the parts that seem to be continuously stripped out of the Architects material in favor of just really straightforward, sing-songy, predictable songwriting, usually in a mid-tempo fashion, and I'm just kind of getting burned out on it. So this is kind of going to be, they got a new album coming out, and this track is going to be a judging factor in whether or not I really bother checking that album out or covering them on the channel anymore. So, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into Tear Gas and see what we get here. something real quick on my phone here. Yeah, yeah. They still have the guy from the band Silosis in here. And if anybody has heard them who's watching this, that guy is like an incredible guitar player who does all kinds of thrashy stuff. And uh, I don't know what the appeal is for him here in this band and why they're not letting him do anything. I mean, like, okay, the hook in this song, you know, it has some appeal, you know. It'll stick in your head. Like, the hook of the song didn't really bother me, but it's really the best thing this song has to offer outside of the production. The production did slam. I think the most disappointing thing they did is they had this big lead up, thinking some crushing breakdowns coming, and all they do is just go back into this stomping new metal riff that they started the song with. And I thought that was a really lazy way to take it. And yeah, not only is this nothing like Lost Together, Lost Forever, this is just, I don't want to say butt rock, but it kind of is. I mean, I can't really get behind a song that has nothing good in it except the hook. I didn't really like. There were some things that Sam was doing in the verses that I really didn't care for. I definitely liked When We Were Young better than this. I mean, if this is the direction they're going, man, I'm sorry. I don't even recognize this band anymore and their sound. I just don't. It's hard to believe this is the same band that wrote like Gravedigger. Like, I understand that they lost their chief songwriter to cancer at a very young age. You know, I commend them for picking up the pieces and getting back to it, much like, you know, We Came as Romans had to do. And they get this guy to replace him that's like an amazing guitarist, and they just don't let him do anything. And they're coming out with stuff like this. So 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from me. This kind of was in the vein of like what Parkway Drive has been doing. I said it before with them, and I'll say it again. Going from metalcore and growing into like this arena rock, butt rock, whatever you want to call it, that's not maturing. It's regressing. And that's definitely what Architects have done here. And I just can't really get into it. So sorry I didn't have better news to report, but I appreciate you watching the video. And if when this album drops, there is some kind of return to form track that comes on here that I might dig, leave it in the comments. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching.